Hello, friends, and welcome to Empower You 2 podcast. I'm your host, Natasha Paris, and I'm excited because you are in the building with me. You can be anywhere in the world, but you have chosen to be here with me, and I am so humbled and appreciative. Let me tell you about this show. Each and every single week, we continue to empower you to greatness that is truly going to help you, whether you are a person that have experienced a heartbreak, have gone through a divorce, or have endured levels of trauma of any kind, or you're just a person trying to rebuild their life and themselves, and now you are finally ready to live a life full of abundance, joy, and peace, then this show is for you. So with that said, thank you again for being here. I am extremely grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you because together we are empowered for greatness. You ready? Let's go. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Empower You 2 podcast. I am your host, Natasha Paris, and I am super excited to share some words of wisdom that I have learned through providing therapy for close to 1,000 individuals across the country, as well as my own life and conversations that I've had with ordinary people just like you. And so with that said, welcome to episode 111, or as I would call it, 111, second season. Super excited about being here with you and making a decision today to tune into my podcast. I am humbled by that because you could be anywhere in the world. You could be doing anything that you want at the current juncture, but you chose to be here with me, and I am super humbled by that. So thank you so very much. So let's jump into episode 111, and the title is for episode 111, Stop Using Your Energy to Worry, my friends. Use it to create, to love, to grow, and more importantly, to manifest and heal. My friends, we are here for a purpose. And I want you to know that you should not use the energy that God has given you to worry. Because one thing's for sure is that life will continue to life. And I want you to be in a place where you are given the tools, the skills in which to do this life. Because the better you get at getting over humps, and not focusing on the negative, but focusing on loving, healing, manifesting, connecting with God, that's when you are able to tap into your superpower. Because all of us have a superpower within us that we've been born with. Absolutely. I know you're like, what superpower are you talking about? The superpower to really make things happen in your life. Because my friends, you have the ability built within you to go after your goals, your dreams, your desires, if you know how to tap into it. So today, what we're going to talk about in episode 111, my friends, is first and foremost, why is it that most people worry and stay in their head, right? Why do they do that? And what exactly happens when you continue to put your energy into worry? And then, of course, we'll talk about some of the things that can happen when you stop worrying and use your energy, right? Use your energy for love, growth, healing, and manifesting. Come on now, let's talk about it. All right, my friends, what I know for sure is that worry really distracts you from your purpose. It really does. Why do people often worry? Well, in my practice, I've had so many people who worry about what hasn't happened, right? Things that have not happened. And they're like, I am worried about this, I'm worried about that. Or they think about things that happened in the past. And so oftentimes it's so important for you, my friends, to understand that worry does you no good. It does you no good. And it stems from fear. That ultimately is the foundation. That is the foundation of worry, is fear of the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen, so I worry about all of the negative possibilities. I worry about all of the things that could possibly take place. And fear, the acronym for fear, is false evidence appearing real. Ooh, it is false evidence. Like, you don't have any facts, right? You do not have any facts to point to the evidence that things are going to be horrible. You don't have it. So in your mind, again, in your mind, you conjure up this story of what could possibly happen. And the thought of what could possibly happen, that is usually all negative, causes you to feel levels of discomfort, and it causes you to worry, which then causes you to not go after your goals. What are the 3 things that happens when you worry? I've already mentioned it briefly. I said that it stops you from going after your goals. It stops you from reaching levels of success, because it distracts you. It distracts you from the positive. It distracts you from actual plans, because you're worried about something that has not happened, and it's all negative. That's the first thing, right? It stops you from going after your purpose. And second, it distracts you. Third, it actually puts God not in the place of your goals. Because the thing is that for those who do believe, like I do, God is not worry. If you pray, you cannot worry at the same time. Because what we know is prayer is what? Prayer is having enough faith to believe that things are going to turn out for your good. And faith is the substance of things hoped for. Because, my friends, you're hoping for things to turn out well, but the evidence of things that you cannot see. And so you cannot pray and worry at the same time. So it takes God out of the equation when you worry. So what I just said, let's just quickly summarize as it relates to worry. It does 3 things. It takes you off your goals and your purpose. Second, it distracts you from what you have to do, because you're not focused on, okay, well, this is the plan, my short-term goals. These are my long-term goals. I'm going to just focus and get it done. No, you spend your time laying in the bed. I've done it, so I can talk about it. Laying in your bed and just thinking about all of the things that could happen. And it literally puts you in this place where you actually conjure up this entire movie. And so much turmoil is happening in the movie. So much scary things are happening. So many horrible things are happening. And you feel like you do not have control. And what happens is it causes you to feel levels of fear. So it takes you off your goal, it distracts you, and it takes God out of the equation. Because I said to you that God cannot be in the same place where worry exists. Okay? You got me on that? What does worry do? We just named it. But there are things that you can do today, my friends, things that you can do today. But I want you to know, if you stop using your energy to worry and focus on creating, focus on loving, growing, manifesting, and healing, oh my goodness, all of the places you will go, my friends, all of the places and things that you will do. Because now you can take that energy, because guess what? Energy is never lost. Yes. That is a fact. Energy is never lost, is always transferred. So let's take the energy that you're focusing on in the worry phase and place it in the create phase. Now you are no longer looking at the doomsday. Now you can actually have clarity of mind to create something that could potentially change the trajectory of your life, my friends. In addition, you will have the ability to love. Love is a huge superpower, a huge superpower. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Here you are loving first. If you have been paying attention on my prior episodes, loving you first is a huge superpower, because then you can actually love others. So when you take the energy off of worry and you put it into love, then you can, for those single people, when you can actually lay in bed instead of worrying, but really focusing on loving you and saying, I love you, and calling yourself by name. For me, I love you, Tosh. I love you, and hugging yourself. Now you can do what might appear as impossible. In addition, you can grow. You can grow. You're not stagnated. You're not staying in the past, my friends. You're not staying in the past because you are focused on what could have happened, should have happened, would have happened. You're like, nope, I'm going to focus on growth. When I create, I grow. When I love, I manifest. Ooh, come on now. You know how I get into this. When I love, I manifest. That's how I manifested my love that's in my life right now. It's because I chose, my friends, not to worry about all of the things that have happened and all of the mistakes that I've made. I said, I am going to be intentional. Yeah, that's the key. If you're going to focus on all of those beautiful things, you have to do it intentional, right? Because the thing is that the brain wants to worry at times, well, most times, and you have to snap yourself out of it, and you have to say, nope, I am going to focus on all of the things that I do have control over. And that is love. And when I talk about manifesting, and that's a whole nother topic, I manifested the love that I have right now because I began to dream of what I wanted out of my love life and how I wanted to be treated and who that person would be. And I started feeling it. For those who've listened to individuals who talk about manifestation, it is not only speaking it into existence. It is not only visualizing what you see and want, but it's also about feeling, being in a place where you're feeling what that feeling feels like. Ooh, I just used 3 words all in the meaning the same thing. It's all about actually taking on the feelings that are attributed, or I should say that are part or correlated with having what it is that you want. And so I started feeling him around me. I started seeing him. I started imagining what things would look like. Oh my goodness. And so it's the feeling part. That's where manifestation comes in. You can be in that place where you take a moment to just sit with your breath as we do in the beginning parts of the week, right? Sit with your thoughts and your breath and that amazing vision that's in your thoughts, right? But oftentimes I say, get out of your thoughts, speak what you want, and feel it. And so, my friends, when we talk about using your energy for good, not for evil, and I'm going to say that again, use your energy for good, not for evil, because evil is worry. I'm putting it in that correlation. When you are worried, that's really evil, because guess what? God is not in it. It's not like you are going out there and hurting someone, but are you? My friends, you are hurting yourself. You are in the spiritual world smacking yourself in the face. You are stepping on your own toes. You are blocking you from getting what you are destined to receive. And so when you focus on love and creation and manifesting, guess where you are now? You're in the presence of God. God says, you're trusting me. You're letting go. You're feeling what that feeling feels like when you are imagining love, imagining abundance, imagining debt-free. God, which ultimately most people call the universe, grants you what you desire and what is ultimately yours. I hope you're paying attention to the words that are coming out of that phone that you're listening to, that you have your favorite podcast platform on, or your tablet, or your Alexa. I don't want to say it too loud because she'll start talking. So yes, my friends, I just want to leave you with this, that it's important for you to be in a place to tap into your superpower. And that superpower is stop using your energy to worry, but use it to create, to love, to grow, to manifest, because that's where God lives, in those areas. So, my friends, I hope this episode 111 was helpful. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that you can take something from this and say, okay, I'm going to stop worrying. And let me say this, my friends, these are 3 things as a homework assignment, as an empowerment assignment I want you to do. I want you to, when you make the decision to stop worrying, I want you to be intentional about it. Every time those negative thoughts come in your mind or that worry comes in your mind, you knock it down and you say, I'm choosing today to love. The second assignment is I want you to let go of what could have been. It's the past. Let's focus on the present because it is a gift. And third, I want you to write down all of the things that you want for your life that are good. And that begins your story, really your journey. Because those things that have happened, you can't change it, that we're not comfortable. But what you can do is you can move forward. And the fact that you're listening to Empower You 2 podcasts today says a whole lot about you, that you want something. And here I am giving you something to eat and digest. Okay, so my friends, again, if this episode resonated with you, I want you to share. I also want you to write what resonated with you on your favorite podcast platform. And then I want you to hit that 5-star button. I want you to hit that 5-star button because what it says that this podcast, there's something great going on this podcast, and others should be able to be in this place where they're like, oh, this is good. People read reviews. So 5-star rating is what you're going to give Natasha Paris Empower You 2 podcast. Thank you so much in advance. And so with that said, you know how I end. I want you to be empowered for greatness, because without greatness, there's no you. And without you, my friend, there's no greatness. Bye.